Narrator. Hello and a very warm welcome back to the English Learning Podcast Beginners Series. I'm so glad you're joining us today for a truly essential and everyday topic: shopping for groceries. We all need to buy food, don't we? But what happens when you're in an English-speaking country and you need to navigate a supermarket? The signs are in English, the products have unfamiliar names, and you might need to ask a store assistant for help. It can feel a little daunting, but by the end of this episode, you'll be confidently filling your shopping basket in English. Today we're going beyond just listing food items. We're going to explore how to plan your shopping trip, find specific products, understand different types of packaging and measurements, and interact politely with store staff and the cashier. This isn't just about vocabulary, it's about gaining the practical confidence to manage a common, yet crucial real-world task in English. Understanding how to shop for groceries effectively helps you with your daily life, allows you to try new foods, and builds your independence in an English-speaking environment. You'll hear a natural and engaging conversation between two friends, Emily and Tom, as they go on a grocery shopping trip together. Listen closely as they discuss their shopping list, ask for help, make choices about products, and navigate the checkout process. By actively listening to their discussion and the phrases they use, you'll not only enhance your English comprehension but also gain a powerful toolkit of practical vocabulary and expressions. These will help you confidently shop for groceries, understand common supermarket interactions, and truly enjoy your shopping experience. So, grab your imaginary shopping list, listen attentively, and let's explore the aisles of a grocery store together. Emily. Okay, Tom, here we are at Fresh Foods Market. Ready for our big grocery adventure? I've got my list. Tom, ready as I'll ever be, Emily. The store is huge. I always feel a bit lost in big supermarkets, even in my own language. But with this list we should be fine. What's first on your list? Emily, first up we need some fresh produce. I'm looking for some apples, bananas, and some spinach. Do you see the fruit and vegetable section anywhere? Tom, yes, I think it's over there near the entrance. Look, you can see the bright colors of the fruit. Let's head to the produce section. Emily, here we are. Right, apples. Do you prefer red apples or green apples? And how many should we get? Tom, let's get both, maybe 3 red and 3 green. And for bananas, maybe a bunch of 5 or 6. They're still a bit green, so they'll ripen later. Perfect. And for spinach, I prefer the fresh bags of spinach rather than the loose leaves. They're usually pre-washed. Emily, good idea. I see the bags here. Should we get a small bag or a large bag? I think a small one will be enough for us. Tom, a small bag sounds good. Next. Emily. Okay, next on the list is dairy products. We need milk, yogurt, and some cheese. Where do you think the dairy aisle is? Tom. Dairy is usually near the back of the store where it's colder. Let's head that way. We need to look for the refrigerated section. Emily, here we are. So milk. Do you want skim milk, whole milk, or 2% milk? And what size carton? A liter carton or a half gallon? Tom, let's get 2% milk. A liter carton should be enough for a few days. And for yogurt, I prefer plain Greek yogurt. Do you see any? Emily, yes, lots of options. Here's plain Greek yogurt. And for cheese, we need some cheddar cheese for sandwiches. Should we get a block of cheese or pre-sliced cheese? Tom, pre-sliced is easier for sandwiches. Let's get a pack of pre-sliced cheddar. Perfect. What's next on the list? Emily, bread. We need a loaf of whole wheat bread. And some eggs. Where's the bakery section for the bread? And the eggs are usually with the dairy, right? Tom, yes, eggs are usually next to the milk. The bakery should be nearby. Sometimes it's at the front, sometimes a dedicated section in the middle. Let's check over here for bread. Emily, oh good, here's the bread. They have fresh baked bread too. Should we get a loaf of fresh whole wheat or a packaged one? Tom, a fresh one definitely. Tastes so much better. And for eggs, let's get a dozen large brown eggs. Do you know where the butter is? I can't seem to find it here. Emily, butter is usually in the dairy aisle too, right next to the milk or yogurt. We might have passed it. Let's backtrack a little. Tom, you're right, here it is. And I see a pack of butter. Great. So what's next on the list, Emily? Emily, meat and poultry. We need some chicken breasts and some ground beef. And maybe some sausages for breakfast. This is the meat section, right? Tom, yes, this is it. It's usually cold in this section. So chicken breast. Do you want boneless, skinless chicken breasts or bone-in? And how many grams or pounds? Emily, boneless, skinless, definitely easier to cook. Let's get about 500 grams. That's about 1 pound. For 2 meals. And for ground beef, let's get lean ground beef. Also about 500 grams. For sausages, maybe a pack of 6 breakfast sausages. Tom, sounds good. They have a good selection here. Do you see any fresh fish? I wouldn't mind picking up some salmon fillets if they look good. Emily, oh yes, over here. The seafood counter. These salmon fillets look really fresh. Let's get 2 fillets for tonight. Tom, perfect. This is going well. What else do we need? Emily, we need some pasta, rice, and canned tomatoes for cooking. These are usually in the dry goods or pantry aisles. Tom, right. Let's head to the long aisles in the middle. They usually organize those by categories. Emily, hey pasta. Do you want spaghetti, penne, or fettuccine? And what size bag? A 500-gram bag or a kilogram bag? Tom, let's get a 500-gram bag of spaghetti. And for rice, just a small bag of white rice, maybe 1 kilogram. And for canned tomatoes, we need a couple of cans of diced tomatoes. Emily, got it. Pasta, rice, canned tomatoes. We also need some cooking oil, salt, and pepper. These are usually in the cooking essentials aisle. Tom, I think I see the oils over there. Emily, yes, here's the cooking oil. We need a bottle of olive oil. And I see salt and pepper here too. A container of salt and a grinder of black pepper. Great. Tom, what about snacks, Emily? Any chips, crackers, or cookies on the list? Emily, oh, good point, I almost forgot snacks. Let's get a bag of potato chips and a box of crackers. And maybe a pack of chocolate chip cookies for a treat. Tom, excellent choices. My sweet tooth is already calling. Do we need any frozen items like frozen vegetables or ice cream? Emily, yes. We need frozen mixed vegetables. They're so convenient. And maybe a tub of vanilla ice cream for dessert. The frozen section should be at the very end of the store near the freezers. Tom, lead the way. It's cold in here. Here are the frozen vegetables. A bag of mixed vegetables. And the ice cream. A tub of vanilla. Perfect. We're almost done, aren't we? Emily, almost. Just drinks. We need some bottled water and maybe a carton of orange juice. These are usually near the front or in a dedicated beverage aisle. Tom, let's check near the checkout lanes. Sometimes they have a large beverage section there. Emily, yes, here we are. A case of bottled water. That's usually 12 or 24 bottles. And a carton of orange juice. Do you want pulp or no pulp? Tom, no pulp, please. I don't like the bits. And how about some soda? Just a small 6-pack of cola? Emily, sounds good. A 6-pack of cola. Okay, I think that's everything on the list. Now for the checkout. Tom, I see a few checkout lanes open. And some self-checkout machines. Do you want to use a cashier or the self-checkout? Emily, let's go to a regular cashier. It's good practice for speaking English. Plus we have a full cart. The self-checkout can be a bit tricky with a lot of items. Look, that lane over there looks fast. Emily, excuse me, this is the end of the line, right? Cashier Sarah, yes it is. Go ahead, you're next. Emily, thank you. Sarah, hi there. How are you doing today? Find everything you needed? Emily, we're good, thank you. Yes, we think so. We had a long list. Great. Go ahead and place your items on the conveyor belt. Sarah, okay, that's the apples, bananas, spinach. Continue scanning. Milk, yogurt, cheese. Do you have a loyalty card with us today? Tom, no, we don't, thank you. We're just visiting the area. Sarah, no problem at all. Scans more items. Bread, eggs, butter, chicken, ground beef, sausages, salmon. This is a lot of groceries. Emily, it is. We're stocking up. Sarah, continue scanning. Pasta, rice, canned tomatoes, olive oil, salt, pepper, chips, crackers, cookies, frozen vegetables, ice cream, bottled water, orange juice, and cola. Alright. Your total comes to $125.75. Tom, wow, that's quite a bit. Emily, yes, but we got everything. Sarah, will that be cash or card today? Emily, I'll pay with my debit card, please. Sarah, okay, just insert your card here. And you can take your card out. Would you like a receipt? Emily, yes, a receipt, please. Sarah, here you go. And your bags are right here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Emily, thank you so much. Tom, thanks. Emily, phew. We did it, Tom. That was a success. We got everything on the list and I think we communicated pretty well. Tom, I agree. It felt much less intimidating than I expected. And I learned a lot of new phrases. It's good to know exactly what to say when they ask about a loyalty card or payment method. Emily, definitely. And knowing the different sections of the store like produce, dairy, meat, dry goods, and frozen makes it so much easier to find things. Tom, and specific terms like boneless, skinless chicken breasts or a carton of milk or a pack of sliced cheese are really useful. I feel ready to tackle my next grocery trip on my own. Me too. That was actually quite satisfying. Now let's get these groceries home. Narrator. That was a fantastic and truly practical conversation between Emily and Tom, giving us a complete picture of how to confidently shop for groceries. They demonstrated how to ask for help, understand different product descriptions, and manage the entire checkout process with ease. Now let's quickly recap some of the key vocabulary and phrases they used. As you listen, think about how you might incorporate these into your own next grocery shopping trip. Key vocabulary and phrases recap. A shopping list, a written list of items you need to buy. A produce section, the area of a supermarket where fresh fruits and vegetables are sold. Dairy aisle, the section for milk, yogurt, cheese, and butter. A meat section/seafood counter, areas for fresh meat and fish. A dry goods/pantry aisles, aisles for items like pasta, rice, canned goods, oil, salt, etc. Frozen section, area with freezers for frozen foods like vegetables, ice cream. Loaf of bread/carton of milk/bag of spinach/pack of cheese/case of water. Common ways to refer to quantities and packaging. Kilogram, kg, /gram g, /pound, lb, /dozen, units of measurement for food. Excuse me, where can I find? A polite way to ask for help locating an item. Do you have a loyalty card? A common question at checkout about store membership programs. Total comes to, / will that be cash or card? Phrases used by the cashier. A receipt, the printed proof of purchase. Narrator. As you heard from Emily and Tom, shopping for groceries in English is a skill that becomes much easier with practice and the right vocabulary. By mastering these phrases and understanding the flow of a typical supermarket experience, you'll be able to confidently navigate the aisles, find everything you need, and interact smoothly with staff. Remember to be polite, speak clearly, and don't hesitate to ask questions if you're unsure about anything. Store assistants are usually happy to help. Thank you for joining the English Learning Podcast today. Keep practicing these phrases and soon you'll be enjoying smooth and successful grocery shopping trips in English. We'll be back soon with more engaging topics to support your English journey.